decreases the water holding capacity of the potting mix as it increases the porosity of the soil. This ensures that the plant does not suffer from underwatering or overwatering. This week on the Ghanaian Farmer, we bring you the benefits of cocoa peat usage in agriculture. We'll be speaking with Ajay, who is behind this agribusiness, to understand what even inspired him to start at the first place. My name is Anyonam, and this program is proudly brought to you by Lizzie Tomato Mix. When you go to the market and you're shopping, make sure to get Lizzie for the home. You can get interactive on our social media platform. Share your views and your questions with us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn, The Ghanaian Farmer. Thanks for staying with me. This is still Ghanaian Farmer on Joy Prime. My name is Enyonam, and standing next to me is Daniel Ocheba, the CEO of Insuraba Fiber. He's here to tell us more about this insightful agribusiness. Daniel, thanks for joining me.
You're welcome.
It's so inspiring to get to know that an SHS graduate has put such a big business together with a lot of employees. Congratulations on your 1-year anniversary.
Thank you.
But briefly, how did this start for you?
Okay, as you said, after SHS, I realized there are more fits in the society. And moreover, I have Ghana sanitation at heart.
Okay.
So probably seeing this, I realized people are dealing with the plastic aspect and ignoring the coconut aspect, of which it's also causing more pollution
in the
environment.
Okay.
All right. So I decided to start some research and know what it's used for. So after the research, I realized it's used for coconut husk fiber and also cocoa peat, which it plays more role in the agricultural sector.
Okay.
Yes, so it's a growing medium.
Right. So this has been 1 year since you started.
Yes, this has been
now,
1
when
year.
someone hears cocoa peat or coconut husk fiber, can you throw a little light on what these two things mean?
Okay. To start with the cocoa peat, it's a growing medium. As you can see, it's derived from this coconut husk.
Okay.
And it's used in planting. All right. It's mostly used in permaculture, horticulture, and the more it retains more water for your plant, and that's one of the
benefits.
Property. Okay. The second one, it's because of its porosity nature, it easily allows water and air to your root.
Okay.
And you know, if you have adequate air and adequate water to your roots, definitely you'll be having healthy roots.
Exactly.
And if you have a healthy root too, definitely you'll be having a healthy plant.
Awesome.
So
this plays a very significant role in farming.
Yeah.
Okay. Now about the coconut husk itself.
Yeah, sure.
I know there are lots of it in the community. However, how do you gather them before you allow your truck to go collect it and then bring it to the company or the factory for you to start processing? Do you buy them or is given to you for free?
Yeah, it's a tedious job though, but I pay a token.
Okay.
For them I pick it from the vendors.
Okay.
Let me put it this way. But I pay a token for them to keep it for me. Then I go in with my truck to bring it to my side.
Okay. Now, take us through the process before we see the coconut husk like this. After the truck delivers them at the company, what next do you do to it?
Okay. After the truck comes inside, I have a defibrillating machine.
Okay.
Which has...
Is that what we see over there?
Yeah, this is what you see.
Okay.
I think I have a new one installed there too.
Okay.
So when it comes in here, we just put the coconut husk inside.
Okay.
So it has a mechanism which disintegrates the coconut husk.
Okay.
So you then have your fiber out there.
Okay.
Then you'll be having your cocoa peat dropping down here.
I see.
So that's how you come.
Okay.
So after we get our cocoa peat, it's mixed with, the cocoa peat is mixed with baby fibers.
Okay.
So we then take it to the other side. As you can see the ladies right there.
Yes, I've seen them.
Okay. They sieve the cocoa peat to separate the baby fiber from the cocoa peat.
Okay.
So if you go there, you could see they are separating the baby fiber, the shells as well to have a fine cocoa pit. So after we sieve it, we now start bagging.
Okay.
All right. So when we bag them, then we
It's
start
taken to the
sewing.
market.
No, we sew it.
You sew?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the packaging as well.
Right.
So we sew them. Then now we transport them to the market.
Okay. Now, in a day, how many tracks of the coconut husk are you able to process using your machine?
Okay, I process 3 of this
3 of this track
in
every day.
Yeah, because of the demand.
Okay.
Because of the demand.
Okay.
I process 3 of them.
Okay.
But I can bring in more.
More.
If there is more demand.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
sure.
let's look at the difference between the cocoa pits and our regular fertilizer. Is there any difference among those two?
Yes, there's a difference.
Okay.
The cocoa pit has more porosity, as I said earlier on. One, then it allows easy penetration of water and air.
Right.
2, the nutrient level of this, it's quite neutral
Okay.
as compared to the fertilizer.
Okay.
3, this one's, as I said, I don't know if I mentioned that, it holds water
Yes,
a lot
yes,
for
you
your
mentioned
plant.
that.
So it maintains the moisture that your
The plant
plants
need.
need.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
sure.
I know that we have organic fertilizer and the inorganic.
Inorganic.
Do I say the cocoa pit is like an organic?
Yeah, it's an
form of
organic
fertilizer?
because it's made from organic products. It's
Okay.
100% organic.
Okay. Okay, nice. Now, let's talk about after bagging and ready for the market.
Yeah, sure.
Now, how much do you sell a bag of cocoa pits?
A bag of cocoa pits goes for 20 Ghana cedi.
Very affordable.
Very affordable. Very affordable. And if you could see them as they are working there, I think nobody bags cocoa pit as big as I do.
Okay.
As far, let me put it this way. Aside shiraba fiber, nobody bags cocoa pits like myself.
Okay.
So I have the most affordable cocoa pits in the market.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. And
20
the weight,
Ghana cedi.
if you want to, most people are very concerned about the weight. It's 20 kg
Okay.
per bag.
That's the bag it comes in.
Yeah, that's
20
the bag.
kg.
Yeah, in
and it's
terms
going
of
for
profit,
20
Ghana cedi.
cedis. Okay. Now, for this past 1 year, you've been running this business.
Sure.
Let's talk about capital.
All right.
Because seeing you is very, I'm so happy. How about if a young man who wants to also start something like this? Because trust me, Insurama Fiber alone cannot exhaust all the filth of coconut husk we have in the
Yeah,
society.
sure, yeah,
Definitely
sure.
we need other people. Now, if someone wants to start, how much are we looking at? An estimate, not maybe the proper figure you start with, but an estimate for installing these machines and any other thing that is involved.
Okay, to answer this, the things you are seeing here, I didn't start
At a go.
at a go.
Okay.
I started small. As you
All
can
right.
see, this place is my dad's house.
Okay.
And after SHS, I realized going in for locations and stuff, it might cost a lot.
Expensive.
Yeah, and I don't have that capital. So I realized my dad has a house here, and he used to operate a carpentry shop.
Okay.
So I transformed this carpentry shop, that's my dad's shop,
Okay.
into this factory. So
Right.
I started with this old machine you are seeing here, and it started with, can I remember this?
An estimate will
An
do.
estimate.
Yes.
An estimate.
Yes.
20,000.
Okay.
20,000 to start.
Okay.
20,000.
Okay. Now that's fine. So the next question I want to find out from you is after installing the first machine, is that what you started with, or you install all of it together? as a
No,
go?
no.
It's just the first
It's
one.
just
you
the
started.
first one.
Okay. Another question I want to find out. I am a farmer.
All right.
If I have a 1 acre farm
Okay.
that I'm going to start, before I even plant my nursery, how many bags of cocoa pit do I need for a 1 acre farm?
Okay, it will depend the way you want to do. We have the raised bed type. We have the bucket type. So it will depend on the system you want to do.
Okay.
Hope you understand. If you are using a bucket system, of which the size of the bucket will determine the number of cocoa pits you'll be needing. So My cocoa pit is 40 liter per bag.
Okay.
So if you're having a 5 liter bucket, it will be taking 8 of the buckets. So we can just do the multiplication and you have per acre.
Okay. So viewers, if you just tune in, you're watching The Ghanaian Farmer. My name is Enyonam, and standing next to me is Daniel, aka Ajay. I'm going for a quick breather. When I come back, we'll discuss more about how farmers can benefit from using cocoa pits instead of any other inputs on their farm. I'll be right back after this. Thanks for staying with us. You're still watching The Ghanaian Farmer. My name is Enyonam. This program is proudly brought to you by Lizzie Tomato Mix. If you are shopping in the market for the house, remember the tomato paste that contains vitamin and give your meal a great taste is Lizzie Tomato Mix. We are also looking for distributors, so just contact the number displayed on your screen and we will be delivering to wherever you are. So don't forget, and also get interactive with us. Do you have any question for Daniel? Would you want to meet him for any training? I'll ask him about that. Any other thing you want to know about cocoa pits business here? You can just get interactive on our social media platform, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube, The Ghanaian Farmer. Daniel, so we discussed how many bags or buckets of cocoa pit you need for a 1 acre farm. Okay. Now, the next question I want to ask is cocoa pit alone enough for me to grow my, let's say, carrots? That will take 4 months to mature for me to start harvesting. Is cocoa pit alone enough, or you still advise I add another fertilizer?
Yes, thanks for your question. Cocoa pit, it's a growing medium.
Okay.
So you will need an extra fertilizer.
Okay.
To boost the nutrients
of the soil,
of the medium.
Okay.
Of the cocoa pit.
Okay.
Of the cocoa pit, sorry. So you have to get your organic fertilizer, get your cocoa pit as well. You mix them together, then you get your perfect stuff. If you use the cocoa pit, it maintains the
porosity of the soil.
The nutrient, the nutrient for your plants, and you have excellent yield. Okay. Let me put it that way. Okay. You have excellent yield.
Right. Okay. Now let's talk about the demand, because this is agribusiness, and of course you didn't invest 20,000 for nothing. The demand for this product, how is it like?
It's awesome. It's just 1 year, and the demand is awesome. I have customers all over. And I think it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. Okay. The demand is awesome. And let me put it this way. I have to put in more effort to reach these people. So I really appreciate it. It's going well, but I expect more.
The customers who buy the cocoa pits, who are they? Do you get farmers or who and who? In agriculture, we have a lot of people or players in there.
Yes.
Who and who are some of the people who use your products? Can you mention them?
Those who use it much, and they are my target, are greenhouse farmers.
Okay.
And these gardeners also use it.
Okay.
So let me put it in general. All the farmers, those who are into crop farming and stuff, they need cocoa pit. But my main targets are those into greenhouse, because they solely use
the cocoa pit. Yes, I was in a greenhouse farm, and that was what they were using in a plastic rubber.
Yes, it's called grow bag.
Exactly.
It's called grow bag.
Right. Okay. So how are you able to reach these greenhouse farmers? How do they get in touch with you? How are you creating visibility for your product for them to reach out to you?
All right. In the first place, as I started, I knew nobody.
Okay.
I was just a SHS graduate and doing 1 or 2s. I like to use the pakpakpa.
Right. Okay.
Doing 1 or 2s. So after production, I now started, how do I reach these people? Yeah. So in the first place, I started reaching them online.
Okay.
So I book you, I tell you I do produce cocoa pits. I do produce cocoa pits. So I take 2 or 3 bags to them, they experiment it, and boom, it goes well for them. Okay. They start ordering. Okay. So that's my thing.
What has been some of the challenge since 1 year you started in producing cocoa pits? Have there been any operational challenges that you can talk about?
Yeah, sure, many. Especially bringing the Husks all over from town to this side. And also, I don't know, this is a challenge, but I don't really think my road system.
Okay.
It's a challenge.
The road network. It's a bit bad. You see, you made my small car suffer.
Sorry.
Right.
In case you incur any problem, I'll just fix it for you. Don't worry.
Okay. So the road network is terrible.
The road network is terrible. And as I said earlier on, bringing the cocoa peats, the coconut husk in here for production, it's also a challenge. But although it's a challenge, but for me, I'm built to face any challenge I do face. I do change problems into beneficial stuff.
Okay.
And as you can see, I'm doing such with this coconut waste. Yeah, I'm changing them from waste into useful products.
Okay, I see. Interesting. How about recouping your investment? So far, for the past 1 year, the amount you've invested, how has been sales as against what you've invested? How is it so far? When you look at your books, how is it going?
Well, it's going, it's not bad.
Okay.
It's good. It's good. But this is what I do. Because I am young and I have no other source of income. So this is what I do. When I get the money, I reinvest.
Okay.
I reinvest.
Right.
So as you can see, I started with this machine.
Yes.
And with this old structure. And as you can see, the back
you have
there,
expanded.
I have expanded.
Okay. So the money keep
reinvesting.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing. That's my strategy.
Right.
Now.
That's fine. Is cocoa peat reusable?
Yeah, it's reusable.
How do I do that?
As you can see here, when you fire them, it's very fresh.
How do you mean when I fire them?
Sorry, it's a production term.
Okay.
Sorry. When you put the coconut into the firing machine, the term is called firing.
Fire. Okay. Okay.
The term is called firing.
Okay.
So I think I can use the term now.
Yes, that's fine. I understand.
Yeah, sure. So when you fire them, you have a fresh cocoa peat.
Okay.
So the fresh cocoa peat has a bit of heat. Has a bit of heat, and it's not advisable to use it.
Okay.
The decomposed one, as you can see here, we have the darker one.
Yes.
It's very relaxed.
Okay.
And good for your plant. So as you were asking, in terms of reusable, sometimes some people ask me, does it expire?
Yes.
Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
It doesn't expire.
Okay.
You can reuse it.
Okay. So if a greenhouse farmer buys some bags of cocoa peat from you, can I use it the whole year?
You can use it the whole year.
How about our fathers who plant on the normal ground with the sunlight and all that? What kind of weather helps cocoa peat to work really good for the crops?
Okay. Cocoa peat has no weather, let's say weather barriers.
Okay.
Where it doesn't have any weather barriers.
Okay.
That's one of the best. That makes it one of the best among the rest. When it's raining, you still have your moisture.
Okay.
It retains the water for you. When the sunshine too, because of its water holding capacity, property, it also maintains the moisture that the plant will be needing. So it doesn't have any specific weather condition.
Okay. In your explanation, you said you did research on how to add some value to coconut husk. Now, those who are working with you, did you have to take them through some specific training for them to be able to work with you, or they just came and you are instructing, your way, that's how it is? How does somebody get to work in a factory like this?
Anyway, they just came. It's a on a job training.
Okay.
On a job training.
Okay.
So when you come in, practically, let me say personally, I'm a practical guy.
Okay.
I see stuff and I capture it and I put it in place. Sometimes I like to practice it to know the outcome of it. So I try to impact that into my workers. So if you have no knowledge about working here, I just impact it into you. So as I said, it's an on-job
Training. Okay. Now, are you available for investment? Probably after this interview, I get a lot of calls. And the young man you interviewed, Daniel, I want to see him or I want to meet him. Or are you able to tell me if he's open for investment? And I know one fear of young people is now you are the CEO, so you have 100%. Hands down on the company.
Yeah, sure.
But if a partner is coming in, probably he want to take a 40 or a 60%, move you from here, take you to a bigger place. Are you open for that?
Yes, I'm available I'm open, let me say it, I'm open for investment.
Okay.
But this is how I want to say it. I'm more interested in, let me say, buyers, people who will be making my product go far.
Okay, like retailers. You're looking for distributors as well. Okay. Those are the people you're looking for more.
More.
That's fine.
The retailers. Anyway, I have one or two outside though, but I'm looking for more nationwide.
Yes, it's very important.
So we can reach many people.
Okay.
Many farmers across the country.
Okay. I'm going for 60 seconds. When I come back, we'll talk about if there's any call for help or maybe the agri sector. Okay, if they should help you in any way. So viewers, this is still Ghanaian Farmer. Today, the spotlight is on cocoa pits. There is a lot of usage for coconut husk. What's the way forward? What should we be expecting after 1 year anniversary has been celebrated? What should we be expecting from you?
Okay, you shouldn't be expecting nothing. You should be expecting nothing but the best from Ishiraba fiber. As you can see, I'm improving.
Yes.
So I'm also working on one or two stuff to reach each and every one who would need the cocoa pit. So I don't want to be demand handicap, let me say it that way. So I'm even working harder and improving to reach everybody who will need the cocoa pit.
Right. When you're about to introduce the product to a new buyer, is it difficult to tell them, listen, cocoa pit is good for your farming, fertilizer and all that? Is it difficult to convince them?
Some are easy.
Okay.
It depends on the client you are reaching.
Right.
Some already have insight. They've done a research. They've heard about cocoa pits. Even some don't think we have it in Ghana. Most people think, most people import it. Let me say it that way.
Okay.
So when I tell them I have cocoa pits here, they say, wow, you are producing cocoa pits here in Ghana. So some already have
knowledge about it. And those don't, you have to try
and
the benefit of it.
As I keep telling you, I'm an action guy.
Okay.
So I always experiment it. I pick some amount of it. Sometimes I open the sack and pick some amount of it and demonstrate. I do some small demonstration
for them to see.
Especially the water holding capacity.
Right. Do we have any pests that can, cause some damage to the cocoa pit?
No.
There's nothing like that.
Sometimes when you keep it in a very cool place, these groups, there are some white, they are white groups. They come inside, but it's not usual.
Okay.
It's not usual. Okay. It's not usual.
Okay. Once in a while.
All
right. So thanks for your time once again. If someone wants to reach out to you, how do we find you on social media?
Okay, Ishiraba Fiber is on Instagram. Reach Ishiraba Fiber on the Instagram handle at Ishiraba Fiber.
Okay.
And you reach me on Facebook, Ishiraba Bioenzyme, Fiber and Cocoa Pits.
Okay.
My number to call is 0245 35 7156. I mention it again. 0245 35 7156. It's on WhatsApp and any other social media platform that uses number. Thank you.
So that one will cost him a 10,000 Ghana cedis. It will feel like a check, mommy. Thank you so much for making time with us. Next week we'll come your way again with another exciting interview. Yes.
Yeah, I would like to thank the viewers for watching, especially my customers all over. I call them Ishiramba. You are blessed. Boom.